Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. Still in the month of July. We're taking care of the wheat field that we harvested last episode. I've gone around, I baled up the straw and brought all of the straw except for one bale over to the biomass heating plant. About $7,500 per trip. I had 2 trips, so that's why the money has gone up to about $116,000. Plus, we are making money from selling energy down at the BGA. So the money's going up, but as you can see right now, I'm currently plowing the fields so we don't get no weeds in our chicken field for next season, so I can replant wheat here in another episode or so, somewhere around there. But I thought today was going to be, forward to the month of August, and to be harvesting the oats and maybe some soybeans and such. But while I was plowing this field, I checked on a couple things, and I found out the grass field is ready to be cut. And that has become very important to us because now with the BGA being able to sell silage down there, well, not sell silage, transfer silage into energy, we got to keep up on our grass field. So we got to take care of that today. But we're also going to try something else with the forage wagon. A couple other things. I downloaded the mod, the Easy Developer mod. That mod kind of conflicted with a lot of the mods I currently have. I have active, which is fine, but I deactivated the manual attach mod now, just because I do like that mod, obviously because he's all the way to this episode here, but it's getting to be to the point of I'm getting out and we're just switching implements quite a bit, so just to save time. Plus the mod didn't seem to work with the Easy Developer mod, for me anyways. So I mean, I haven't looked too much into it. I just downloaded it maybe like 20 minutes ago and just had some minor issues with it. And also the Easier Developer mod also rebound some of my keys as well, so I've been remapping some keys again. That's always fun. But anyways, Frank is I don't know where is he? He's behind us now. Of course, he's picking up stones here after plowing. We got stones, so we're gonna pick them up, bring those over to the rock crusher to make some lime. This field here needs some lime. Depending on how the other fields go, we may be liming some of our fields this year. I can't remember how many harvests it's been since the last time we limed fields, but it might be due. And the other thing that'd be good is, well, I do got to take some lime out of the crusher, the production building, because we're just about full of lime in there. So I got to be careful where I don't overfill the production building. I don't know if you can overfill it. I think it'll probably automatically shut off. That's what I think anyways. So I'm also hoping today, in this episode, we're going to take care of the BGA. We sold all the digestate that the BGA has, but I do want to go ahead and put down, now that I got the cash, I want to put down the storage tank for digestate so we can use it in the future. So we can start storing it on up instead of selling it. We don't get that much money for selling digestate. It's something, but it's not really worth. So yeah, we're going to start storing it up and maybe put down another fermenter just to help out the small one that we have. So double the production out of that. And this field here is now done being plowed. Hopefully I can remember now I don't have to get out of the vehicles to unattach and attach things for a while. So it might take me a moment or two to get used to that. Go ahead and we're just going to leave that here because we're going to need it later on. Yeah, so when I was baling the straw though, the one thing I realized, I'm like, why am I baling the straw? I could use my forage wagon just to pick up the straw and bring it on over to the biomass heating plant. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I mean next episode when we start harvesting the oats. Have some fun there, Frank. Be good. The other thing I noticed with that stone picker is, of course, we got it as a red stone picker. Did you see that? It was red. Now when I get far enough away from it, it's its original color as yellow. It's kind of a neat little trick. It's one of those DuPont paint schemes to where it depends on what angle you look at it, the implement changes color. Yeah, it happens. So now we're going to head over to the grass field, and the next thing we're going to do is, well, cut the grass. That's the next step. But the reason why I'm usually I don't show myself cutting the grass, even though we just did it, but we're going to add something to our forage wagon today. So when I bought the forage wagon, I hem and hawed about the silage additive. I am going to add that. It's not that expensive to add it to our forage wagon. I think it's like $2 grand-ish. And then we're going to get some silage additive and add that. What the silage additive is supposed to do, I think it adds about 5% to your total. So for every load that we do, it'll add 5% to the trailer. So we unload it into the silo bunker. We should actually get more. We're going to give it a test today and find out. But yeah, our grass field is ready. So the other thing I did notice when I was plowing that field, now before when I was plowing with that the plow that we were just using with the McCormick, before we upgraded the engine, most of the time we hit max speed at 10 miles an hour with that plow. But occasionally it would, I would slow down to 8, 10, whatever. But plowing that entire field this time, not once did it slow down below 10. Because we did have a 265 horsepower engine in here. Now it's a 310. And now I'm going to really know, because every time I mow this field, going up around this corner here, the McCormick did, I don't want to say struggled, but it slowed down a little bit. I got to get used to just automatic attach now. Should I call that automatic attach? Yeah, it's going to take me a moment or two to get used to that again. All right, let's get our mower all set. Yeah, before when I used to do the grass, I'm like, all right, it's time to do the grass, not a big deal. But now with the BGA, I'm getting excited to cutting grass, just knowing the money is going to bring into us. So last time I did this, and we should get the same amount in a way, we got 244,000 liters of grass off this field. But we're going to see when we add the silage additive to our forage wagon how much we do get. So I'm going to try to keep my mower on the edge of the field, not go too much over. So I mean, if it's only 5%, I don't want to say only 5%, it's a decent number, but it's not a huge number. We should be getting like an additional, let's see, 5, 10, maybe 12,000 liters off this field. So we're looking at about 260,000 liters I'll get off this field this time. We'll find out when we get to the end. The one thing I am going to have to see, the bunker that the belt is in right now, that still says it has silage in it, and I've been around with that belt and I can't find that silage in there. So I'm hoping I can dump chaff into there. Not sure where that silage is. It's like 160 some odd liters, but it's in there somewhere. So going back on a couple of episodes on some comments, someone did ask about the inn that we put down. That is not a production building or anything. That is just there for cosmetics only. So we can't deliver any of our products there. That's just for decoration only. And I think someone did ask about the BGA, the modular BGA, about they said definitely go ahead and put the solid manure in the BGA. I'll make more money that way with it, with the manure. We're probably going to bring that down today. But what I'm going to do first is when I fill up the trailer with manure, I do want to go over to the greenhouses and just make sure our greenhouses are topped off with manure and then bring the rest on down. Because like they said, and I agree with them as well on the manure, it's like, yeah, well, we'll get energy from it, we'll make money that way, but we'll also get digestate from the manure. And hopefully, you never know, the next, I think, implement we'll buy for the farm will be a slurry spreader, which can spread digestate. And the good thing about the BGA that we're doing today, like I said, I'm going to put down the storage tank for it. That holds 2 million liters of digestate, so that's a good amount of digestate for sure. So spending the money as we're making money, but I think we're making money faster, almost at the rate that I can spend it. The Ideal Combine Harvester did pretty well harvesting that wheat field. I was pretty happy with it, leaving less swaths for me to bale on up or to make passes with the baler. The next time I'm going to do it just with the forage wagon. There's no sense of baling it just to bring it over, because I mean I was baling it, the straw. Then I would go around with the trailer to pick up the straw bales to bring it to just the biomass heating plant to sell it. So I might as well just go around with the forage wagon, pick up the straw, and just bring it to the BGA heating plant and sell it that way. So yes, with the upgraded engine in the McCormick, we are definitely hitting the max speed now with the mowers. We were not before. And we're not struggling, I don't want to say struggling, but we're not slowing down hardly at all, going uphill a little bit with it. So Upgrading the McCormick was a nice little added touch. Another mod I did download before recording today, this mod's been on the mod hub for a while, but it was the JCB Fast Track pack, to where there's 2 JCBs in the mod itself. I'm maybe looking at possibly not upgrading, but maybe getting the 4th tractor as a JCB. The reason why the JCB, just because the JCB is a fast moving tractor, and that'll be a good tractor to use with our auto-loading pallets. So when I'm transporting stuff around the map, let's see, the New Holland, I think our T6 can do like 28 miles an hour. The McCormick does like 32, and I think the Fendt does like 35. I think the JCB will do like 45 miles an hour. So just, you know, Ford tractor. I mean, yes, I could definitely use the JCB to do farm work, but when it comes time to transporting things around the map, the JCB would probably be the one to go, just because we can get places a little bit faster. Alright, so I'm going to just keep on making passes here. I'm going to finish cutting up this grass, and then we'll grab our forage wagon. We'll have to bring it into our little workshop and upgrade the forage wagon. I think it's going to be like $2,000 to put the silage additive tank on there. But then I have to go buy some silage additive down at the store and bring it on up. I think I'm just going to buy 1 pallet first, and just to see how it goes. I'm not sure how it's going to add the 5%. We'll talk about it more when we get the forage wagon. So let me go ahead and finish mowing up this grass. It'll take me just a couple more minutes here. And then we'll grab the forage wagon and start picking up some grass. With the grass field all cut, let's go ahead and grab our forage wagon. Let's head on down here to our little maintenance shed and upgrade the forage wagon to be able to handle some silage additive. Then I'll run down to the store and we'll buy ourselves a pallet and get ourselves some silage additive into the forage wagon and give it a go and see what it actually does here. We're here. Let's go ahead and repair for 57, and let's go ahead and customize it. And then silage additive tank is what we want to add. Adds $2,000 to the price, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and customize that. And while we're here, the McCormick's here. Let's go ahead and repair the McCormick for $12.13. Spending our cash little by little. Rehook up our forage wagon, and there. Now we can see where it can take silage additive. Do I have a road? No, I got a road down here. I'm going to head on down to the store, grab ourselves a pallet of silage additive, bring it back to the farm. We'll top this off, and then see how it actually works, and does it work as intended. Back from the store, I used the forage wagon as a trailer to bring this on back, but that is what it looks like. And if you're wondering where do you buy silage additives, well, you go to this icon here, hit pallets, and you scroll on down, and for, we'll just say $3,000, you can buy yourself some silage additive. It's right next to the mineral feed if you've been buying that. So what we should do is just have to come up here, and am I close enough? I'm not too sure. We'll get a little bit closer, and on PC I should be able to hit R, and we're filling it up. Now, you're not using that much silage additive. As you can see, we're loading up with 10 liters only, and when you buy it for $3,000, you are getting 60 liters. So that should refill this 6 times. Now the question is, how much am I going to go through picking up this much grass? I have no idea. So I would guess, if this is going to work the way it's supposed to, we're going to end up with around 260,000 liters in our bunker when we get done here. Another good thing is, after I got done mowing the grass, I did go to the bunker that had 160 liters in it, and I don't know, but I went to that bunker, now it says 0, so I don't know when the bunker gets that low, when you reload the game, does it reset it to 0? I don't know, but it's not there anymore, so that's fine. So currently you can see we're not using that much silage additive. Now the question is, I don't know if it's adding. Yeah, we'll find out when we dump the load. We'll find out what we get here. I think this holds 50,000 liters of material. Now this is the second time I've used this picking up grass, and this is definitely a time saver, because already I would have been full with the original forage wagon that we had, and I'd be getting pretty close to being full again. Basically, it saves me, for every trip I make with this one, it would have been like 3.5 trips with the other one. Alright, let's go pick this up. So now every time I'm cutting the grass, I'm getting excited because I know I'm going to turn the silage, which will bring down to the BGA, and then make it an energy. So 50,000 liters, I end up using 1.32 liters of silage additives. So let's go ahead and pop it in. Oh, I keep forgetting about that tree there. Got that tree that I cut down here a long time ago when we put down the silo bunkers. Okay, let's back into here nicely. And start unloading, please. And then when I back into the silo bunker, is it going to say 50,000 liters or does it add it afterwards? Well, it says 50,000 liters, so it must add it when it's picking it up. I have no idea. Let me check the helper's HUD and see if that gives me any info on it. Yeah, so all it says, filling bond silage into the forage harvester increases the yield by another 5%. So I guess it just adds the percentage as it picks it up. Sounds good. We'll go with that, right? I guess we'll go with that. Like I said, we'll see better when we get done here. Like I said, last time I cut this grass field, we got 244,000 liters off the field. So I'm just going to go around, pick up this grass. We'll put it in the silo bunker and see what we get for a total. I think the max total I've ever gotten off this field was, near 250,000. But with the silage additive, I'm hoping to get up near 260,000. If it doesn't, well, then I don't know what to tell you. But we'll see what the results come out to be. Simple math, really. 50,000 liters per load, and this is my 5th load. So when I get done here, we'll have 250,000 liters of chaff in the bunker, and I still got more to pick up. So that is definitely adding it as we pick it up. I'm still not in the bunker, am I? No, still in the bunker. Should have 250,000 liters when I walk in there because I brought in 5 loads. Full loads. Yep, 250,000 liters. So, to me, if you got the extra cash, and this is something you're going to be doing, I would definitely recommend going ahead and adding the silage additive. Now, when I go around and pick up the straw, I wonder if it's going to add 5% to the straw. I'm not sure if it's worth it to pick up the straw and add the 5%, but I wonder if I can unload the additive like you do with the seeder, where you can unload the seed and the fertilizer out of the seeder / planter. See when I get done here, because I don't want to use the additive picking up straw. So I was hoping for about 260,000 if my math was correct. So I need about 10,000 liters here, and we're going to be right in the ballpark. Well, can't get much closer than that, I guess. Well, you can get closer than that. Let's not get too technical there. But yeah, we're going to be right at 260,000 liters of chaff in the bunker. Adding about 16,000 liters to my total. Because last time we got 244, we're going to be at 260. So definitely going to pay off. And I didn't have to refill the additive at all. So I use, what are we at here? We're at 3.2, so that's 6.8 liters of silage additive that I used. So we'll compact that later on. Can I... It says Control I, unload here. So is that going to unload the additive if I wanted to? No, it's trying to dump whatever I don't have there. So that is not going to unload the additive. I don't have no way to do that, apparently. So once it's in there, it's in there. So when I go pick up straw, if I wanted to, it's probably going to... I wonder if it'll add it into there. We'll find out probably next episode when we go harvest the oats and make some straw swaths. What I need to do now is... You know what? Where's my Fendt? Is my Fendt... Yeah, the Fendt's already got the trailer on here. Let's go empty out the manure in the cow barn. We'll go top off our greenhouses with manure and any manure left over. Bring on down to the BGA, and then we're going to add a holding tank for digestate down to BGA. And I think that's all I'm going to have the cash for. Frank looks like he's just about done here picking up stones. Are you just about done? He might be on his last pass right here. So let me go ahead and see if he's done. Is it Frank or Mrs. Frank? I did not check today. Looks like it was Frank, and he is done. And we did pick up a good amount of stone. That was kind of like perfect timing. Let me go in here and clear the course. And we'll go dump this on into our lime production building. So I probably should mention, though, I also did fertilize that field, the wheat field, before I plowed it. So next time we go plant wheat in it in August. Is it August? I think it might be August. That'll have a double stage of fertilization into it. And yep, go ahead and dump that right on in, please. It's nice having a capacity of 20,000 liters of stone in there. Not realistic, because 20,000 liters of stone would be really, really heavy. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off and leave that right here. Our beautiful, ideal... Did I call that the Fendt harvester before? That's actually the Massey Ferguson. Ideal. Alright, let's go get some manure and top off our greenhouses. And then we'll head on down to the BGA and feed that some manure. And put down a holding tank. I think I need to make the driving area around here a little bit bigger. And this feature here, I think if I'm going to see if I'm in the trigger. Yes, we are. Nice added feature to Farming Simulator. Let's grab all the manure that we can, which I think is going to be all of it. I see a little bit in there, but it says 0 liters. So it must be it's not really counting that much. You know what? Let me go in here instead of driving over to the greenhouses. Let me just check to see them completely. And while I'm in here, anything I should know about here? See lime. We're getting up there, kind of tight in that. Do I have red anywhere else? Not yet. Let's go to here. So manure, it's about half full. So it may actually take all the manure that I have here. I think it's going to be good for a while. Oh, they do need some water too. All right, seeds. Boy, the seeds I put in there, they're not going through that many seeds. I mean, they should all be roughly about the same anyways. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and, yeah, the manure is going to be fine. Strawberries. Yeah, I may have to start selling. I may have to put that on selling because we're packing up on strawberries. Electric charge. We are out of energy at the BGA. That's where another fermenter will come in handy. I'll leave that on, though. It's not that big of a deal. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take this manure on down to the BGA, and we'll process it. Greenhouses will be good for a while. Not that big of a deal. So let's go on down to the BGA. We'll dump this on in and add a holding tank, because that way we can start using some digestate in the future. There is a slurry sprayer I would like to use. I think we got the class sprayer. I don't remember if you got it if you pre-ordered Farming Simulator 22 or it was part of a pack if you got the season pass. I forgot where it is. But wait, maybe I'll have a quick look at that and see exactly what that does in the future. I'm kind of interested to maybe use that, but if it's too expensive for what it does, then yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So I'm not too sure. I know this episode, this should be Friday's episode I'm doing here. I'm not too sure over the weekend if I'll get any chance to do any decorating and all that kind of stuff. I got a busy weekend ahead, so I'm not sure if I'll get to do anything here on the map. But the only thing I'll probably get to do is compact that chaff we're just putting, get that covered up. And field work we're just about done with. Let's come on in here. I definitely need to expand this area just a little bit more, especially in the front. Luckily I got some room here. So putting down another fermenter, what that will do, it'll take more of the material out of the hopper that we're putting in here. It'll process it quicker. Hopefully it takes all of it. If it doesn't, not a big deal. Nope, not that button. This button here, Peanut. There you go. Now we need to come on down here and manure. I need to put that on distributing. All right, so manure is here, ready to be distributed. And then I got to go to the fermenter and turn that on to... that should come on automatically, right? That should come on automatically, yep. And, yep, electric charge. Yeah, digestate, we're almost half full again. So let's go ahead and solve that issue. Stand back so I give myself some room here. Yep, construction. Productions, and then which one is it here? No, that's slurry, which we'll be doing that in the future as well. How much is that? That's 56. But this is the more important one. So I think if I can picture the way this is going to look in the future, I'm going to go ahead and actually rotate the camera this way a little bit. And yes. All right, and then I got to go into here, digestate, and make sure that stays on storing. So basically, yeah, I'll take in 400 liters and just store it. Basically, just going to take it. Oh, I got to put that on. Where is that here? Storing, and I'll put that on to distributing. And there we go. So this should go ahead and, yeah, there's no actual holding tank. It's mostly in ground. No active productions. Well, they'll be there. So that'll hold 2 million liters, I do believe, of digestate from our fermenter. And with $54,000 in our bank account, it's not enough to go ahead and put down another fermenter. How much did those actually cost? Was it 80 something? Yeah, 85,000. How big, can I see how big this one is? Okay. So that's double the size. And I would save myself money doing that. So instead of buying 4, I may just go ahead and put this one down in the future, just to make it look kind of interesting around here. Have to see, but now we got some places to store some digestate. The manure is now being processed and made into energy and methane. Probably more methane than energy, I would think. Now we got that nice and down. So soybeans here, if I'm not mistaken. When do we harvest the soybeans? I kind of forgot. Is that going to be the same time? No, soybeans are a late harvest. Oats might be tomorrow. Because they weren't today, so they might be tomorrow. And when do we plant the wheat? Wheat is actually in September. And sunflowers. All right, sunflowers and soybeans. So oats in August we'll probably be harvesting. I would hope so, because that's the last month we can harvest them. And then we'll wait until sunflowers and soybeans will be ready. But there we have it. Yeah, so definitely silage additive if you're doing, if you're cutting grass, or if you're doing any kind of chaff, like with a forage wagon or a forage harvester. Probably want to look into the additive. Definitely going to pay off for you in the long run. It may not seem like a lot at first. I mean, 16,000 liters, like, okay, well, you know, instead of 240,000, we got 260,000. But bringing 16,000 extra liters of silage down to like the BGA, that's going to turn into more money than what you're spending. So definitely worth it in my opinion. But anyways, I'm going to go up here and compact that chaff we put in there. Get that covered up so it's fermented, ready to go tomorrow. And we should be harvesting some oats, bringing some of the silage down to the BGA, maybe selling some products here. We got some products to sell, I'm sure. The Big Red Barn is doing its thing. I don't think we have any more cakes. We're done with cakes. Actually, I might be selling some furniture later on in the day, so next episode might be this, you know, still in July, just to sell furniture. And then we'll sleep through the night and check on the store. Speaking of check on the store, though, before we go anywhere, no, that's the same stuff as before. And I'm not really sure I know where that slurry spreader is. Yeah, so I found exactly what I was looking for. I don't know why I left the store for. But I think I showed this once before. So if I scroll way on down here, because it technically is a mod. Like I said, I can't remember if we got this when you pre-ordered Farming Simulator or as a part of the season 1. If you order that, you got it. But this, you need to get this, which is almost 400,000 if you go to combinations. Then of course you can hook up a tanker, which is 144,000. But the thing that gets me, the implement's only 6 meters wide. And if you look at the price of everything, you're looking at over $500,000. So I think I'd be better off just going into slurry tankers and getting some kind of combo in here to pull behind. I mean, there's a lot of options here, but you can definitely use. They're a lot cheaper, and the working widths are, you know, 30 meters and whatever. So probably go with something like that instead. A lot cheaper and a lot wider working width. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.